Hi guys, mental health matters, and that's just what an upcoming luncheon is preparing to say. We are joined by Julie O'Malley, the Executive Director of Mental Health America of Southeast Texas, and Sally Broussard. She's a board member. They are here to discuss the event going down next week. Ladies, part of this event, the goal is to destigmatize mental health. How does this luncheon plan on making all of that happen?
Well, we want people to be really open to seeking services, seeking help, and not be afraid to talk about mental health. It's one of those things that there's a stigma attached to it. And we want mental health to be as easy to talk about as your favorite sports team. We want it to be something that there's no stigma attached to saying you need a little help.
Yeah. Now, ladies, I personally have done multiple stories about mental health from BISD to even here Baptist is going to do a new behavioral, center. How do you guys believe that mental health sadly has grown in our area?
Well, there's been a huge increase, particularly since COVID, in the number of people that are experiencing mental health issues. In fact, now suicide is the second leading cause of death among teenagers. So we've seen it exponentially grow. There's a need for services. We're very excited about Baptist's expansion of behavioral health services. That's one of the things that we're going to be honoring at our luncheon. And we're going to have a great speaker that Julie can talk about that is going to talk to everybody about destigmatizing mental health.
Sure. Julie, you want to talk about that speaker?
The luncheon is May 9th, and it is at the Holiday Inn and Suites in Beaumont. Doors open at 11. 11:30 the program will start. And Dr. Roche Nicoli will be our speaker. And she is a board-certified psychiatrist in child, adult, and adolescent medicine. And she's also an assistant professor at Dell Medical School at the University of Texas.
Amazing.
So one of her passions is destigmatizing mental health and seeking services. And we don't think twice about if we have high blood pressure or diabetes, picking up the phone, talking to family or friends about it, asking a doctor for treatment. And it should be the same. Mental and physical health, we should be able to equally access services. And that is one of her passions. So she's going to be a perfect fit for us, for our speaker.
You guys also have two judges going to be there. How does mental health play with legalities and things like that?
We do, and we are very proud of the fact that we've got two local judges that have tackled mental health issues face on. And a lot of times people with a mental health issue will end up in our jails where they're not getting treatment, they're not getting better, and the cycle gets repeated. But our two local judges, Judge Shelton and Judge Holmes, have implemented mental health and drug courts so that somebody that has a charge filed against them and has a mental health issue, instead of going to jail and just languishing there, they're able to participate in a recovery program and able to get back on track so that cycle doesn't repeat itself. And we really want to honor Judge Shelton and Judge Holmes for the innovative work that they're doing.
Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us here on 12 News. This is a huge event. Please go out and come if you can. It's a very important conversation that definitely needs to happen. We can all agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the information's on our website.
Yes. Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us.